Friendships may come and go, but the spiritual impact they leave on us is eternal. And so we have to appreciate the memories and experiences we have with those we love. In high school, I had a very close companion who got me through some tough times. And his name was Lou. Lou was a male boar goat. And I got him at the beginning of freshman year. And see, he was an exceedingly close companion to me in a very tough time. And I'm going to take you on a journey through some of the experiences and memories that constitute my close bond with Lou and how he made such a profound impact on my life. Now, when I first got Lou, I had no idea how to take care of a farm animal. I had only taken care of just common house pets to this point, had no experience. But thankfully, when I dove into this experiential opportunity to raise Lou, I managed to get a goat that was extraordinary. He was more human-like than goat, in my opinion. He was more loyal than my dogs. He was more friendly. When I walked with my dogs across my property, he didn't need a leash. My dogs did. And, well, this all began just before freshman year. And this is also when I made a whimsical decision to join the Future Farmers of America in my East Texas small town. And this is because I was kind of gravitating towards a diversion between my 8th and 9th grade year of school, because this is unfortunately when my father decided to initiate the divorce decree that initiated a 4.5-year formal legal battle over the funds that he has hidden overseas. And those squabbles are still going on now. It's not over. But having him in my life helped that. And I plan to just get through it all with him. And what remained was my companion Lou through it all. And he gave me something to grasp onto, and his positive mentality kept me positive as well. I plan to keep Lou as long as I feasibly could, as he made me more at peace. I was a more good-natured person because of his coordinating good nature. And after showing him at the end of my freshman year of high school, we won first place at the Texas State Fair. So I felt very accomplished. Now, what they wanted to do with Lou at that point is they wanted to buy him for some odd thousands of dollars, and they wanted to send him to the meat market. I was not going to have that. I was not going to separate with my companions. So I decided to keep Lou. And so once I decided to keep Lou, I kept him for another year. And at the end of this year, the unfortunate thing that brought about the end of the era of Lou was the induction of a companion named Peanut, who is another goat who was a normal goat, who caused trouble and was very loud. My neighbors, they started filing complaints because of the property ordinance. You're not allowed to have farm animals on a lakefront property. Now, I tried to get rid of Peanut so that I could keep Lou, tried to eliminate him. But Lou got upset whenever I separated him from his companion, so he started making them. So after 2 years of having this close companion, I ultimately had to place both of them on a friend of mine's farm, who it now lets them act as biological lawnmowers for his pasture. Now, at the time I had to part ways with Lou, I felt like I was finally ready to let go of my feelings of turmoil over my mother's and father's divorce and various other impasses in my life. But I have to say that Lou was an extraordinary creature, and he came into my life at a time where I needed him most, in a very difficult time in my life. And having him as an ever-present responsibility and tangible thing to grasp onto, to care for, as another living creature that depended on me, it strengthened me, and it helped me get through everything I could. And my beloved goat Lou will always have a very close place in my heart. But that's not because he's just a goat to me. He came to me in a very unfortunate circumstance in which a very good friend of mine named Lucy, who I was friends with since 6th grade, she was supposed to show him that year in FFA, but she unfortunately was killed in a head-on collision with a texting driver just before freshman year began. So when I found out, I cried, and I cried some more. But then later that night I thought, what about her goat? What's going to happen to him? And I found out he would just be raised as a meat goat at this point. He wouldn't be shown, he wouldn't really have an owner, he'd just be in a flock. And so the next day I joined Future Farmers of America, and I decided I would be honored to show Lucy's goat. And I won that first place for her. And while I have not been able to go through high school or college with my friend Lucy, she was with me in spirit, and she indirectly got me through the most difficult times in my life. And she is the most instrumental person that's gotten me to have my goal to reach academic excellence and go on to academia as well. And she'll always live through me and Lou in spirit.